Welcome, my dear student, in a digital learning class of mathematics. As you all know, from last 1 week we are discussing about real numbers, rational number, irrational number, chapter number 1, that is a number system. So today I am going to tell you the summary of the chapter, or we can say quick recap of the chapter, so that you can clear your concept. What are the topics which we did complete in this chapter? Let's start. So first of all, we have started with the number system. What is the definition of number? Then digit. After then, number is categorized into two categories: real numbers and non-real or imaginary numbers. Then real number is divided into rational number and irrational number. In class 9th we are dealing with the real numbers. So here we have rational and irrational numbers. Some basic concepts are here, like rational number is divided into further category: natural number, whole number, integer, fraction, even number, odd number, prime number, composite number, and co-prime numbers. These are some basic terminology of the chapter that you are able to now define these terms as we did this chapter complete. So let's see how we started. First of all, as we have started, what is the definition of rational number? So rational numbers can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integer and Q is not equals to 0. In simple way, we can say similarly for integer, for your irrational number, the number which cannot be represented in the form of P upon Q are irrational numbers. Then we studied about decimal expansion in the form of terminating, non-terminating, recurring decimals, and then after then we studied about real numbers. So real numbers are the combination of rational and irrational number, or simple we can say all rationals, irrational numbers make up the collection of real numbers. Then we have one more property, that is how to represent a real number on number line, that we did by magnification method. So here we have decimal expansion. How to define decimal expansion is in two way. One is rational number, one is irrational number. In case of rational number, we have terminating decimal expansion. In that case, we are getting remainder equals to 0 after division of rational number. And second category, which is coming under main category of rational number, that is non-terminating recurring. Non-terminating recurring means repeated answer, and remainder never becomes 0, but you are getting repeated answer all the time. Third category, that is non-terminating, non-recurring, that is coming under the main category irrational number. So we can define irrational number are a number which are non-terminating as well as non-recurring. In these cases, we have remainder that is never become equals to 0, and answer is not repeated. That means all the time we are getting different answer. You can take some examples here, as I have given a pi example, or under root 5, or all the prime numbers with the square root. They are coming in the category of a irrational number. After that, we studied about how to apply the operation on the real numbers, like operation plus, minus, multiply and divide. These four operations how to apply, and how to multiply by using identities like a into b, a minus b, that is equals to a square minus b square. Such property we are using here. How to open a plus b whole square in case of square root. Then you can see in 9th case we studied about how to rationalize the denominator. This I shared with you how to do. In this such cases, when you have only one number in denominator, directly we are multiplying with the same number to the numerator and denominator. But when we have two numbers in denominator, then we are just multiplying with the same term but changing the middle sign. If it is plus, then changing with the minus. Overall, the meaning of rationalization of denominator means to remove the sign of square root or cube root from the denominator. After that, we studied about the properties of rational number by using law of exponents. So some laws of exponent we have here, like bases are similar and powers are different, then we are going to add the powers. Second, when one power is inside and one is outside the bracket, then we are multiplying the powers. And when we have a third case, when we have a in the form of division any real numbers, so we can, with the same basis, we can subtract the power in that case. And fourth case, when we have two different bases and powers are similar, then we can multiply the bases and power remain similar. This is the shortcut to revise the chapter. Even we did one, how to represent a decimal expansion into rational number and rational number into decimal expansion too. Hope so, my dear student, you are able to complete this chapter, because this is very easy chapter. Thank you.